Hey everyone, welcome back to Fluent Vibes, English podcasts. I'm Sarah, and as always, I'm here with Ali. Today, we're diving into how podcasts can really level up your English, especially your conversation skills, and honestly, your cultural awareness too.
Yeah. Hey, folks. We talked last time about how listening to real conversations helps you pick up on things like intonation and rhythm, but I think podcasts take it a step further. Like with All Ears English, you get these super energetic discussions about American culture and idioms. It's not just textbook stuff. It's what people actually say.
Exactly. And then there's the English We Speak from the BBC. Those episodes are, like 2 minutes? But they pack in these British expressions you just don't get from a grammar book. I remember when I was in college, I started listening to short daily podcasts, just 5 or 10 minutes while walking to class. That's honestly how I picked up so many American idioms. I mean, I still mess up, spill the beans, and let the cat out of the bag sometimes, but, it made me sound way more natural.
Yeah, and it's not just about the words, right? It's about how people use them in real life. Like, All Ears English is great for that. It's all about connection, not perfection. They even answer listener questions, which makes it feel like a real conversation. I think that's what helps people build confidence, just hearing how these phrases work in context.
Totally. And honestly, even if you only have a couple minutes a day, those little bits add up. I mean, I still remember this one episode about hit the books. I used it in class the next day, and my friends were like, "Whoa, where'd you learn that?"
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not just about learning, it's about using what you learn. Podcasts make that so much easier. So, let's talk about picking the right podcast. There are so many formats out there. Some are super short, like 6-Minute English, which, by the way, is actually 6 minutes, not just a catchy name. Others, like Real English Conversations, go way deeper, especially for business English or professional settings.
Yeah, and I think it depends on your goals. If you want quick tips, those short daily shows are perfect. But if you're prepping for something big, like a job interview or a presentation, those longer, in-depth podcasts can really help. And, there's also the whole American English versus British English thing. The English we speak is all about British phrases, while All Ears English is super American.
Right, and I actually had a student once, this was a few years ago, who was getting ready for a job interview in London. We used 6-Minute English together, and it was great because it had transcripts and vocabulary lists. He could listen, read along, and then we'd talk about the new words. I mean, he got the job, so I guess it worked. But I might be giving too much credit to the podcast, honestly.
No, I think that's fair. And Real English Conversations is awesome if you want to hear how people actually talk at work or in meetings. It's not just about grammar, it's about sounding confident and clear. Plus, it's got this global vibe, so you hear different accents and styles.
Yeah, and don't forget, some podcasts let you submit questions or topics. That makes it feel more interactive, like you're part of the conversation, not just listening in.
Exactly. So, whether you want something quick or something more in-depth, there's definitely a podcast out there for you. All right, so let's get practical. How do you actually fit podcasts into your day? I know a lot of people say they're too busy, but honestly, you can squeeze in a 5-minute episode while making coffee or commuting. Speak English Now podcast is great for that. Short, focused, And you can even repeat the mini stories to practice speaking.
Yeah, and ESL Podcast is another classic. It's been around forever, and the episodes are slow and clear, so you can really follow along. Plus, they explain everything after the conversation, which is super helpful. I always tell my students to use the transcripts and vocabulary lists. Read along, pause, rewind. Don't be afraid to listen to the same episode a few times.
And shadowing. I love shadowing. We actually got an email from a listener, Tom, I think, who said he started shadowing podcast hosts every morning. He'd just repeat what they said, trying to match their intonation and speed. After a few weeks, he said he felt way more confident speaking at work. I mean, that's awesome, right?
Yeah, that's huge. And it's not about being perfect. It's about building those habits. Even if you only have a few minutes, just make it part of your routine. Like set a reminder or tie it to something you already do, like breakfast or your commute.
Exactly. And don't forget to keep a little notebook or use your phone to jot down new words or phrases. It makes a big difference over time.
All right. I think that's a good place to wrap up for today. If you haven't tried adding podcasts to your English routine yet, give it a shot this week and let us know how it goes.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your stories or questions. Thanks for listening, everyone. Ali, always fun chatting with you.
Same here, Sarah. Take care, everyone, and see you next time. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and keep practicing.